Yo, what's good, guys? My name is on my hand. Today, I'm bringing the long-awaited Wuwa mobile quality settings video. I'm sorry. I know said I was gonna bin make it, but honestly, I wanted to wait to make sure I got all the information that I wanted to give you, and also I was waiting on them to add more stuff for us mobile players, which they did. So I'm glad I'm making it now instead of back then, because I feel like I can give you a way better video than I could have back then. So first thing I'm going to be doing is showing you guys in-game settings for Wutheringwaves, and then the next I'm going to show you iPhone settings for just your phone, so you can get enhanced stuff from there. And then I'm going to be telling you guys right here, if you're on Android, the best thing I can give to you is literally just go on Google or anything and then just look up, is your phone good on Wutheringwaves? First check that. And then after you check that, see if your phone has like this, search up your exact phone name and then say, does it have a game mode? Because most Android phones these days actually have these enhanced game modes that actually make your phone run better when you're actually playing these hard end games like Wutheringwaves and stuff like that. So do those two things, and this should help you way more than anything that I can probably give you in this video. Probably even need this video the whole time. You need to make sure that you had like a game mode on your Android. So let's go inside the Wutheringwaves settings right now. Okay, so we're here on Wutheringwaves. Hello, Pro Goat. And then we're gonna go here in the settings here. So I'm gonna show you guys the settings that I'm running right now. So here's the settings I'm running. I'm running high resolution, the metal effects, and all this stuff. So you Android players should have every setting here except for this metal FX thing, because this is something tailor made for iPhone. And basically, if you're an iPhone user, I'm just tell you what it does. It improves your performance and image quality by rendering a scene at the lower resolution and then using upscaling to increase the final frame at the highest resolution. And this is literally only for iOS. So if you're an Android, you shouldn't have this on your phone at all. So for iPhone users, I would 100% turn this on. You're literally making your game worse by not turning this on. So 100% turn that on. And then we're going to go down and look at load bias. So this right here is, I would keep this off or at the lowest, because it doesn't really do anything to help your game performance at all. If anything, you'll probably turn this up high just to make your game look beautiful in terms of like just looking good. So basically what this does, it adjusts when the game switches to low resolution models and the texture for objects as they're farther away. So basically, if I was in the city right now, then you will see that like some things probably not loaded in fully, and then as I'm walking up towards it, you'll start seeing it loaded in. That's all this basically does. And then which the game allows the visual effects and performance. So all this does is just when you're far away from something, all it does is make it load in, load in, load in. So I would keep this at low, because honestly, it's better for you to keep this at low, because since it hinders your game performance. But if you want your game just to look good because your phones are running fine, then I would just turn this on high. Next thing we're going to be looking at here is the capsule AO thing. So basically what this does is improve your quality and image realism of your shadows and add in more in-depth detail. So as you see here, I have my shadow quality on low. So basically what this does is just make it where like the shadows that I have on low just still look pretty good, even though my shadows is on low. By the way, you want to keep your shadows on low at all times, because it really destroys your game. But you can have this Castle AL thing on, because it just makes the shadows look really good even when you have the shadows on low. So you can honestly just turn this off and it's still going to be good for you. Just make your performance a little bit better. But I also want my game to just look a little bit good even with this little shadow thing on. So I just keep it on for me personally. Now, we're going to go to anti-aliasing. I'm going to be honest, just keep this off. So basically what this does, it makes your game blurry a little bit to basically make it where like the sharpness and the FPS can run a little bit better for your game. So me personally, since I'm not having any FPS problems or anything, it's kind of fine for me. So if you run basically almost the same grade as the phone that I'm running right now, which is the iPhone 14 Plus, and you're not really struggling on FPS, then I would say keep this off, because this just makes your game blurry. And honestly, if you turn it on, you probably even notice like the blurriness or anything. So it's really up to you on this setting. But me personally, I'm keeping it off just because I don't want to have that so-called blurriness probably pop it up on my screen. So now we're going to be looking at bloom here. So what bloom does, it basically just makes your game look beautiful. Basically, it adds the color to your game. So your game will probably look gray a little bit with this off, but when you have this on, it just makes the colors like pop out, like stand out in a way. So me personally, I have this on because it like makes my game look beautiful. But it don't really change the difference if you have this on or off. So if I was you, I would just keep it on just to make your game beautiful, because it doesn't really hinder your performance really at all. So we're gonna be looking at crowd density now. Now this one, keep this one on low. So basically what this does is it's kind of like the low bias thing. It's kind of like just for the details of the game a little bit. But this one is more for like NPCs and like just like visual wall textures and stuff, like windows and stuff. I would just keep this on low just to make your game run smooth. It doesn't really do anything. Enemy hit flash, I'm gonna just skip past that. Damage, just skip past that. Now this physics based animation thing, I will honestly keep this on for me personally, because it's none of the one of those things that I want my game to look good in a way. So this one, basically what it does, it just makes where like your character's clothes move, the character's hair move and stuff like that. Stuff like that. But if you turn this off, they probably won't do as much as the like smooth moving and stuff. It'll probably like laggy moving and stuff like that. So it's really up to you. But me personally, I keep this on. And that's really going to be all for the mobile WUWA settings on the in-game WUWA. So this is all the settings. And then I'm going to also give you guys this for my global filter, so you guys can just copy all of this down. I'll probably type it all in the description too, but I'm going to just slow scroll through this so you guys can look at all of that. And then boom, you can change it up depending on your own type of, you know what I'm saying, visual effects and stuff like that. But that's the whole thing. And then boom. All right, now I'm going to show you guys the iPhone settings and stuff like that. So let's be right back. Okay, so now we're here on the iPhone settings. So this is only for iPhone users. Remember, mobile players, Android players, do what I just said. Go look on Google and stuff like that. For here, you're going to go in battery, and then you're going to go in battery, health, and charging. So this right here is basically just tell you, like, how's the peak performance of your phone, basically. So whatever this percentage is like, if it's like over like 60 or something, then you're like kind of chilling. I'm pretty sure the last time I did this video, mine was at like 83 or something like that. And I've been running my WUWA at basically the same settings. So as you can see, me running WUWA at those high settings has dropped it down in the past year by a couple percent. And if I just lower it if I just put my WUWA in lower settings, then it'll be like, my percentage wouldn't even fall probably. So if this is at like under 50 and you're on the iPhone, I'm a little concerned. So yeah, we're gonna go in here. So now this one is just to make one of those things to make your WUWA just look good. So we're gonna go in here, in accessibilities and in display and text. So you're gonna see increased contrast. Me personally, I like this on my phone because it makes the game like more vibrant a little bit. It's kind of like Bloom in a way here. So basically, I'm gonna just show you here. I'm gonna turn it off. You see my screen went a little darker. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it goes like a little bit darker in a way. And I want to show it right here too. So this is like a more darkish blue, and it looks a little bit like purple. And then we go here, turn it off, and now it's more like a sky blue. So there's like a small difference, just makes the game a little bit brighter when you're actually in Wutheringwaves, because Wutheringwaves is more dark. So yeah, and you just go back in the game here, and it just looks really, really good. So that's gonna be it. I hope this video helped you guys. I'm gonna show my settings and stuff one more time just for you guys, as people missed it. I'm gonna just show all my settings actually. I'm gonna just give y'all everything. Show all of it here. Give y'all these here, here, boom. And then go back in. I'll give y'all these two. Boom. Okay. This. And then I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was useful. For you guys that actually wait on this video, I'm sorry that it took so long. But I hope that it brought your game to run a little bit better than what it was before, after you apply these settings and kind of do what I told you to do. And I hope the information helped you and stuff. So I hope you guys like this type of content. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.